What's up, YouTubes? Today I have another Wi-Fi battle versus the TheBasaltHorologium, something like that. So let's go. I start out with my Rotom Wash, and he starts out with the Deoxys. I don't carry Volt Switch on this one, so I couldn't go for the Volt Switch. So I go into Tyranitar just to set up the Sandstorm, and on the off chance he had a Psychic type move, he'd resist it. Now he goes into Ferrothorn. I just go for the Stealth Rock, because that's a good play to make. Now he sends back in his Deoxys, predicting the Fire Blast, and I was pretty sure he probably would do that, but I just wanted to make sure. Does some okay damage, I suppose. He's probably physically bulky. Now I go into Mamoswine, not knowing what he was going to do. He goes for the Recover, which is... that's an alright move, I guess. I probably should have anticipated that better. Let's see, he goes out into his Ferrothorn now, and I half predicted that and went for the Stone Edge. I was thinking about going for the Superpower because I carry Superpower, but I didn't because I didn't want to go and hit the Deoxys with a Superpower this early on. He goes for a Protect, which is fine. That doesn't do anything, obviously. So he goes back out into Deoxys as I go for... Toxic Spikes, just predicting that. I only end up getting one layer, unfortunately. The last thing I want though is for him to have like the Psycho Boost or something like that. Whatever his most powerful move is. Probably doesn't carry it, but whatever. I do end up staying in just because I was predicting him to go for the spikes. And that was such underwhelming damage from Earth Power. So I have to switch out. I go into Tyranitar to scare it away with the Crunch. The only problem is, he has Terrakion, which, Terrakion obviously resists the Crunch, and it gets the Justified boost. And I'm pretty sure his Terrakion in this video is Choice Scarf, so that is definitely not what I want to set up on. So, I do go for the Superpower this time, either anticipating Terrakion or I guess Ferrothorn. I was hoping it would be Terrakion, otherwise I would have went for the Fire Blast. That's kind of bad, I guess, but it's whatever, I suppose. So now I'm going to just go for the Fire Blast since my special attack has not been hindered, and he just lets his Ferrothorn die. Death fodder. And now this evil little thing's going out. This Reuniclus. Apparently my team has the Sandstorm team I've been using just to try out. You saw it in my last video if you actually watch my videos. It has a pretty good Reuniclus weakness. I guess that the Focus Blast and the Psychic hits a lot of the things on my team. Not quite sure, but the Calm Mind's definitely not going to help me when he's going for them. So my Rotom Wash does live with the Psychic, and I go for a Hydro Pump for decent damage, but the Sandstorm kills him off. Now here's what killed me the rest of the match. I predicted him to switch out into Terrakion, predicting the Crunch, and I go for the Superpower. You know what? I should have just went for the Crunch there. That would have probably ensured that I could win the match, because I lost 2 Pokemon, including this Heatran to this Reuniclus. And you know what? Even if he got the Terrakion out, then I probably could have just... I don't know, I could have probably sent in something else against a Justified boost, and I probably could have dealt with that separately. I think maybe Mamoswine might have been able to do a lot of damage here. This one. So, anyways, he does kill my Heatran with the Focus Blast, and I just take it out with an Ice Shard just in case he felt like switching, or he had some sort of priority move, which would not happen. So I get off an Ice Shard because I'm predicting him to go for the close combat and KO, but he doesn't. He goes for the Earthquake as an over prediction. I guess he did think I was going into Nidoqueen, and unfortunately the Ice Shard doesn't quite. Second Ice Shard doesn't quite take him out, and so that's kind of unfortunate. But the Poison takes him out, which isn't too bad, I suppose. So now I go into Nidoqueen because I know I have the Ice Beam. So he goes for the Roost, which is a really smart play, because now he loses his Flying type, and this Ice Beam does absolutely nothing. In fact, that was pretty pathetic damage. So, yeah. Now he goes for a Dragon Dances. He's gonna try to set up in my face, but for one moment in this whole match, the game loves me, and it gives me a crit with the Ice Beam, and that was pretty awesome, because then I get to take the Dragonite out. So he goes into his Gyarados, which is kind of bad. Now he goes for the Waterfall, and of course I go for the Ice Beam to see how much it does. And of course he has leftovers. That's gonna really hurt me in the long run. So now I go into my Gastrodon to get the Water Absorb, or whatever it is. Storm Drain, that's what it's called. Storm Drain, so I get my special attack raised. And now he's gonna go for the EQ, and it doesn't do a lot really. It does just over half. So I go for the Scald, thinking I could probably get the burn once, and I really like the burn, but I knew I should have went for the Toxic. If I went for the Toxic, I might have been able to win the game, but unfortunately I make matters a lot harder for myself during this match. So I go for the Recover because that recovers HP, and he decides he's gonna go for a Dragon Dance, which is really gonna hurt me. And that basically ensured that I would lose this match because I should have went for the Toxic that time. It's too bad that I didn't, because I could have stalled him out. Now he goes for the EQ, and it does a little bit over half this time. I just go for the Scald, hoping I can get the burn, but I don't. 2 Scalds in a row, I don't get the burn. And the one time that I do want it. So he does take the Gastrodon out with an Earthquake, and he gets a Moxie Boost, but that's irrelevant because my Nidoqueen's weak to both Waterfall and Earthquake. So yeah, that's a good game. BWT2 from YouTube, and check his channel out in the description. He's a cool dude, that whole thing, yada yada. And don't forget to like this video, rate, comment, and subscribe, please. And thanks, and peace out.